All right. And down in the valley where the girls get naked, something. I don't know the rest of the words.
We just say M-I-double-S. I.
M-I,
No.
crooked letter I, crooked letter I.
Crooked letter I.
I already did that. I did the two S's.
Oh.
I told you I didn't know what came after two S's.
M-I, crooked letter I, crooked letter I. Did I do it already? Okay.
All right,
crooked letter I, crooked letter I, humpback, I.
Hey, we see where we at tonight. We in it tonight.
Look, we can't spell.
Hey guys, welcome to another installment of BrickWall Reviews. I'm Dave. This is Sam. You're Sam, right?
Maybe. First of all, who wants to know?
And tonight, I know we are bringing you some really good installments this week. It's been a great week for the channel. Tonight, we are going to be going over the latest episode of P-Valley. What does P-Valley stand for?
Watch it and
we'll
see.
Tell you next week. When
we might know. Watch it and see.
Well, yeah, watch it and see.
But
we might tell you.
But we might tell you.
We might tell you.
We'll think about it.
Maybe.
We'll think about it.
So, welcome to another installment of BrickWall Reviews. I said that already.
My name is Dave.
Yeah, so tonight, I already said it, we're going over the latest episode of the hit star series P-Valley.
P-Valley
is an unexpected. We'll get more into how we feel about the series as a whole at a later date. But for me, this is a surprising series for me. I didn't think I'd like it as much.
It is for him because he would have never watched it.
I would have never watched this show.
My
perception of this show was completely different from what we got. Again, we'll get into that at a later date. But for right now, this is the penultimate episode, season 1, episode 7, the episode before next week's season finale. And P-Valley already had season 2. I'm excited about that. I am excited to see how these stories go.
I'm ready to see how the season finale is going to be.
I am. The season
because this episode right here just led up to the anticipation of what is to be expected in the season finale, and I can't wait. I can't wait, and I definitely can't wait to talk about the series as a whole. Before we begin, though, first of all, we want to start by saying once again, like the whole world is saying right now, rest in peace to the great Go ahead and start with
Chadwick Boseman.
I do not listen. That's why my eyes look tiny now. I don't want to cry on here.
You know,
it's sad. It's sad. I'm not.
It is. To hear my thoughts on that, I did a previous video a couple nights ago. Go check that out to hear my full thoughts on that. First reaction to that. We also want to remind you guys to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you guys for definitely tuning in. If you already subscribed, thank you. But tell a friend to subscribe. If that friend subscribe, tell that friend to tell a friend to tell a friend
to tell their family, to tell their family, to tell their great grandma,
to tell their dogs,
to tell their auntie,
and their cats, to tell the strippers at the strip club,
to tell those fake accounts you got.
Tell them all. Come here and subscribe for great reviews every week. We are pumping out content like crazy lately, so you never know when we're going to be around.
Yeah, it's been pretty sporadic lately.
It's been pretty sporadic.
Now, we have our Set in Stone Tuesdays.
We do have our Set in Stone Tuesdays.
That's what we're going to call them, Set in Stone Tuesdays.
Set in Stone Tuesdays. How? Runs with the BrickWall theme. Set in Stone Tuesdays. We reviewing now. We up there. We getting there.
But yeah, we have our Set in Stone Tuesdays.
Set in Stone Tuesdays. But of course, we will always be dropping videos. Just stay tuned. Subscribe so you can get those notifications.
We don't know. Whatever's hot, we on it. That's why we tell y'all. If I have anything I want us to review, let us know.
Let us know.
Series,
we are here for the people.
And thanks for the person who did tell us to watch P-Valley.
Yeah, shout out to
we're gonna shout that person out. Thank you so much for your suggestion.
Definitely.
And here we are with your review of the latest episode of it.
The latest episode of P-Valley.
P-Valley. It can be found on Stars.
Can be found on Stars, yes. If you have the Stars app, you can always watch these episodes a couple hours before everyone else. Is that how it works? Yeah. A couple of hours before everyone else gets to watch them. You can watch them. I'm not going to say that's what we did, but that's what we did. Yeah, so download Stars app. Hey, Stars. Download the Stars app, subscribe. We don't have a promo code yet, but when we get one,
you shall have
you're gonna have it. And it's gonna be a nice sweet deal. Yeah, so going into this, this episode here was It was a great episode. I enjoyed this episode.
I enjoyed it, but you know what though? I wanted a little bit more from it. I'm not
okay.
Gonna,
yeah, I'm
gonna say
that.
I did because I didn't expect the next week to be the season finale. But after finding out that it is the season finale, I understand why they did what they did in this particular episode. It's gearing everything up.
I would have switched the way this. You know, my favorite episode is episode 5. You know, that's my favorite episode. Narrative wise, you know, I geeked out over that episode.
Like, oh my gosh!
How it was, and we'll get into that on a later date. But I love the way that episode was framed. I wish that the framing would have been on this episode, and it would have been. I'd be like, yeah, bring that season finale on.
But see, I'm ready for the season finale.
I'm ready too. Don't get me wrong, I'm ready for that season finale.
Based on how they are gearing it,
mm-hmm.
like you were putting us here, and now we're trying to figure out what is P Murder gonna do,
mm-hmm.
what is Mercedes gonna do.
Lil Murder.
Who I said?
You keep saying P Murder.
I don't know why he called him P. Anyway, Little Murder. Mercedes,
mm-hmm.
Autumn, aka Haley,
mm-hmm.
like those characters right there.
Yeah, it's really gearing up to what I think is going to be a really tense season finale. One of the more tense. Again, I would have never expected me to really get into a show like this.
And I'm emotionally invested, especially with my fave, Uncle Clifford.
Yeah,
like, man. Like I wish I had fake nails now, but I'd have been clipping them. Uncle Cliff, I might go get a pair. I might have a pair for the next episode. They might be the little clip-on ones, but.
What we said, Uncle Clifford is the woman.
Yes,
she's the bomb.
She's the boss.
She's the boss.
yes. Uncle Clifford, you will love her because that's what they refer.
Yeah, that's how she identifies her.
When you meet her, I loved her from the first appearance. She was
the outfits are awesome too.
Yes,
the outfits are really good. I cannot.
Listen, you will love each and every last.
That's why
outfit.
I didn't expect it. If y'all know me, y'all probably be like, I wouldn't expect them to like this show. I love it. I love it. So this here episode 7, Uncle Clifford goes to war for the hearts and minds of, how did you say it again?
I can't remember.
Chucalissa.
Because I just saw it again, but I cannot remember because they was messing it up so
bad. I'm butchering his name.
But they're in Mississippi.
Yeah.
So that's why we say
for their town.
M-I, cricket letter I, cricket letter I, humpback, I.
So he's going to war for hearts and minds of the people of their town. And back at the club, the Pink family comes together to prepare for its biggest night yet.
Okay, so quickly, Uncle Clifford owns the strip club. And it's so crazy that he owns a strip club because I've always read and I've always been taught, or not taught, but just been, that it's always and I'm going to use this term, the gay men that always stands up for the women. Mm-hmm. So just the fact that he's owning a strip club full of women, that's empowering in itself.
Yeah.
That's very empowering.
And spoilers ahead because if you're watching this, I assume that you've already watched P-Valley as a whole.
So, and if not, I hope that this allows you to watch it.
P-Valley, the new episode came on at 8 p.m.
They're
tonight.
On the poll and everything.
The new episode came on at 8 p.m. tonight.
They're killing it on the poll.
It is now 11:32. Y'all had time to watch this episode. So
if you didn't watch it, sorry.
Spoilers. So that part with Godzilla. No, I'm just kidding. All right, for real. Spoilers. The Pink is at this point, for those of you who know,
it's pretty much up for auction.
Due to the
casino trying to come in.
Yep.
And so we have 3 brothers, 2 of them, which are, and I'm gonna use these terms loosely, which are white. They are white people.
Yeah.
And we have
biologically white,
and they have a half brother who's their father was white. The mother is black. And this is Mississippi, so we can only imagine. Well, we know the truth. So boom, this is Mississippi. So they're supposed to sell the property, end up leasing the property. The brother gets beat down. And he got some hits in because his knuckles were bruised. Yeah. That's how you can tell he got some hits in.
Yeah, that's where we're at in this episode. Also,
it's crazy.
You had Autumn, also known as Haley, who's been running this
well, she's not running a scam. I don't want to say that.
Well, she's collecting. I guess you could say she's collecting the money as hers. I don't know how you would describe it. They're going to get into that backstory next week, and I'm excited to hear about Autumn's backstory.
AKA Haley. Her husband come looking for her. Yeah. He finds her. And that scene right there was crazy in itself because she has Mercedes. And if you watch the series from the beginning, Mercedes is somebody who pretty much doesn't connect with people. She has that wall up, which I can side with Mercedes. I completely understand. I completely get it. Yeah. I completely get it. Mercedes, I get it. Like you are me in some cases. Mm-hmm. And even Mercedes, like you will want to be Mercedes to protect yourself because people out there are crazy. Mm-hmm. So anyway, the husband ends up finding her, and Mercedes don't like know it at first, but then she picks up on it. And so they show the clip to where Mercedes is in there, fighting for her. And I was like, yes. Because at first I was like, damn, Mercedes. But then she picked up on the body language, which is why she treated her, her person like that. Because she knew what she had to do. Yeah. And so I'm just like, damn, I can't wait for it. Next week it's going down. And I hope it goes down the way I hope it goes down. I want answers to everything, but I want it to also be leading into something else. Yeah. Well, let's give them a little bit of what's going on in this episode. Let's start with the Uncle Clifford storyline. Let's go down the list of everyone. Let's start with the Uncle Clifford. So up to this point, Uncle Clifford. I had some nails. Up to this point, I can't do it the way I want to. Uncle Clifford has been trying to save the Pink, which is their nightclub, their strip club. He's been trying to save the Pink because he knows that he employs people. And he employs the girl, and that's what I enjoy about Uncle Clifford as well. Is like his care for other people. Even though he puts on a hard front, he has a soul. Yeah, I like that aspect about Uncle Clifford's character, and teasing. I'll get into that trying a lot more. Not to, but it's so hard. It's so hard. But his, he uses the strip. She uses the strip club. Apologies. Did I say he? I'm sorry as well. I meant to say she uses the strip club as a means to save the women out there who are to struggling them. And to promote them as well. Because she encourages them as well. Mm-hmm. Even and just like in one of the episodes. Mercedes, she's telling Uncle Clifford what she's gonna do, and we doing this on Tuesday. He's like, "Bitch, don't tell me what to do." Oh, I'm so proud of you. I raised you. Yeah, so it's like that. Them. I love that. He makes sure that they're always good. He takes care of the babies. He knows they have goals and ambitions. Mother. She is their mother. Yeah, so she takes very good care of them. So at this point, Uncle Clifford has just bailed out Mercedes' mother. And if you watch the previous episodes, you'll be like, "What?" Like, yo, we're not gonna tease them no more. We're not gonna tease them no more. I'm just gonna say that Mercedes' mother is crazy, and the fact that Uncle Clifford bailed her out, it's like, damn, that's like a stab in the back. But Uncle Clifford got a plan. Yeah, basically wants to use the mother to help with the rallies and protesting against having the casino built in the town. Why? But she wants the casinos not to be built because they're going to tear down the Pink, which is her livelihood, which is the livelihood of many people that are employed there. Yeah. The strippers, the bartenders, the security guards. Like, that's a lot. Like, you stripping away jobs from people. Mm-hmm. So that's why she wants to save the Pink. And so the episode pretty much opens with that, with Uncle Clifford pulling through with her deal with Mercedes' mom. Mm-hmm. And so in the meantime, you have the mayor of the town. That mayor is hell. Yeah, the mayor. Hell. And it's so funny though, because it's just crazy that it shows you how politics really work, because he is displaying the same type of characteristics that we've seen in many other films, which are characteristics of what is reality. Mm-hmm. So it's just crazy to see like that type of stuff like in action. Yeah. But the mayor is hell. Yeah. So his nephew. Well, it's not his nephew, his godson. Yeah, his godson. So his godson Andre, who's up to this point, it's pretty much been a low-key piece of shit. Yes, Andre is. Ooh. All right, we'll get into it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm just gonna say. Ooh. No, I'm saying we're getting into it. So up to this point, pretty much the same time the protest is going on, Andre and the mayor, they're having their standoff about what really needs to happen. Because the mayor's working with the two white brothers. Okay, because so Andre thinks that the mayor does not have the best interests of the people at heart. Andre thinks that the mayor is for himself. But after the mayor broke it down, I kind of understood. Mm-hmm. But the mayor is taking, I'm going to say, the backhanded way around the white people. Yeah, he's trying to appease to them first. So then he can do what he needs to do and wants to do for the community. Andre just wants to go straight forward about it. Hey, I'm going to jip you off so that I can do better for the people of this town. Yeah. And so, but it seemed like the mayor had made promises to people already, and that's why he's going that route. He's not being straightforward with it like Andre is.
Yeah, and so as a result of Andre trying to be more straightforward about things, the mayor's position as mayor is now compromised.
Yeah,
they're saying they're not going to vote him back in. He's not going to get his position
know
back.
How that is. So I mean, we don't know, but you do know.
So this puts Andre in a very compromised position
because his job is now threatened.
Yeah, because everyone's job is now threatened. Everything's in limbo. So while these things are going on, we link back up with Autumn.
Autumn Night.
Autumn, who is completing her,
aka Haley.
Yeah, aka Haley. She's completing her I guess you can say her collection run.
Money transfer.
Her money transfer. She's
teamed her money up with Mercedes. Yeah, and I like them together.
They're a great team. They're a great team. I like that dynamic. I like that they finally they got like
the differences aside.
They got like a buddy
because they both were guarded, and you can imagine why Haley's guarded. She's holding a lot of secrets in, and Autumn just because she's also trying to maintain her strong woman composure, which a lot of women do.
Yeah,
a lot of women do that, and it is hard. It's not easy trying to be a strong woman. And Mercedes is doing that very well, but we can see if you watch other episodes, you can see her breaking down, and you will get to a point where you will break down. But that's you have to, because you can't be strong forever. So that it's a lot of hidden messages in that, and like I said, just with the character Mercedes, she brings a lot of what a lot of strong women have to go through. Not even go through, but she brings out the character of a strong woman and the endurance of a strong woman. And with Autumn, she also is a strong woman as well, holding back everything that she's holding back to maintain a current lifestyle. Yeah, and they do
an excellent job leading everything up to this point. Just kind of having their character arcs kind of get to this point where they're like, okay, we're on good terms now. I've accomplished my goal of getting the money.
I'm glad they are.
You've accomplished your goal of also getting the money. So now we can go our separate ways. So it's kind of like, they're kind of ready to part ways. They've completed the favor.
But you know what though? I'm just realizing they kind of developed feelings for each other.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that, but now I'm realizing that they develop feelings for each other.
Yeah.
Especially when you see what's going to lead into the next episode. And especially if you watch this episode of it, where she kind of picked up on Autumn's behavior.
Yeah, well, and we'll get to that part. I'm just going from top to bottom.
I know you're trying, but I like to bounce all over. It's just crazy so much.
So they get all that in order. Then it goes back to Uncle Clifford at the Pink.
We didn't talk about Uncle Clifford's boo.
I'm getting there. So throughout the entire series, Uncle Clifford's kind of had like a, I guess you can say like a kingpin mob boss kind of thing over the town.
Uncle Clifford.
She, excuse me. She is able to bribe the police. She's able to kind of get in with different people.
She is the mayor of P Valley.
She is.
She is.
She has
the mayor.
She has had previous strippers that are now working in Congress, working in higher positions of power.
She considers it graduation. Because she does not intend for the strippers to be stripping for her forever. She wants them to move on.
Yeah, so
she
some
knows
of them
this is
move
just
on,
a stepping stone for them.
And some of them move on to positions where she can gain intel. And so she was able to gain intel with things. And so once the mayor kind of figures it out, not really figures it out, but kind of moves forward with his plan to kind of shut down the Pink.
The mayor's pissed at her because she holds a protest. And this is immediately at the beginning of the episode. She holds a protest with Mercedes' mother because the mother has pretty much a loud mouth and can impact a lot of people. So she holds this protest because they feel like the protest can stop the casino from coming. And once the mayor finds that out, the mayor's like, yo, if you open up your for the night, you can't have titties out and alcohol at the same time.
Yep.
No titties and alcohol. Time.
So that makes it a little bit
and it was so difficult. Funny. Yeah, it was difficult, but at the same time, when she does open up, she has her titties out. While the other girls are covered. It is so funny. That part is just so funny to me.
Yeah, the outfits, hilarious.
The outfits are crazy.
And then at the same time as this, we have other characters, Lil Murda, and Keyshawn, who is one of the strippers who's been abused throughout the series AKA by her boyfriend.
And you know
what? No, Keyshawn is not Mercedes.
Who's Keyshawn?
The girl.
Oh no, my fault. Diamond.
They call her Diamond?
I don't know.
That's
Mississippi.
Keyshawn.
I'm sorry, that's Mississippi. I'm so sorry. My mind's all over the place because I'm excited. But yes, that's Mississippi. And my cricket letter I, dump back, I.
So she's helping Lil Murda with his
pretty much career. And to me, she's taking on the manager role.
Yeah.
Because she's doing more than his team has done for him.
Mm-hmm. And then beyond that, she's also kind of helping him keep his secret, his secret affair with Uncle Clifford.
Yeah,
which in itself is a very interesting relationship. I like how it's handled thus far. I'll get into my concerns about where this is going in my viewpoint.
And you know what though, I have
in a second.
It pisses me off a little bit too to feel where it may go. But I hope it does not go there. Yeah,
I mean, it seems like it's going
because I like Uncle Clifford being happy with somebody.
Yeah, I mean, and for one season of this show, but for you to feel so much for these characters.
Yes, and I just hate the fact that Lil Murda's like manager is pretty much putting him in a pressure point.
Yeah, so
like he's trying to act like he's not putting him in a pressure point. But
let's pivot. Let's talk about Lil Murda a little bit because this was one of the more interesting parts of the episode to me. Just how first of all, how comfortable now he is with being with Uncle Clifford and things like that. Not out in the open, but just just with that relationship.
But even in general, like the fact that he wanted to go out in the open, and the fact that he was based off the preview for the next episode. And I mean, we see him in tears in the next episode with them not having the deciding factor in what they're going to do. Mm-hmm. So just that fact is like compromising to me because if you strong in whatever, it is whatever. Mm-hmm. Because I mean, but then Uncle Clifford, he brings us some points in previous episodes as to why they could not do what they wanted to do. Mm-hmm. And so that that right now this is like bringing up a lot.
Yeah,
it is bringing up a
lot. With this episode in particular. With Lil Murda, because Lil Murda, he's very nice guy.
And you know what's funny?
And he's doing
the way Mississippi trained him.
Oh yeah,
that was funny.
Had him naked so he can get over his stage fright.
Yeah.
Lil Murda is actually one of the more complex characters on here because he comes in one way and then you see these different layers of him just develop as a character. And it's like, okay, he's not just one dimensional. He's like 4-dimensional. Like you can see all of his emotions, the things he goes through just as a person. So I really like that.
Because he's battling several things, as you mentioned. Mm-hmm. And, I'm not trying to get into that,
And the part that struck me in tonight's episode was when his part of his entourage, I wouldn't say it was his entourage. Part of his entourage
sees his manager.
Okay, so his manager.
Yeah, because remember they said the manager was the one that worked in the funeral.
Yeah. Okay, so
and
his
I
manager,
thought that he was gonna see him. I'm so sad that he did.
Yeah, his manager sees him coming.
Yeah, go ahead, because I can't stop.
His manager sees him coming back from a little bit of a rendezvous he had with Uncle Clifford.
That was cute too. Uncle Clifford was so surprised.
Yeah, I mean, and it's really nice how it's done. He took him out into kind of like into the woods a little bit. And had the car.
Stole his car.
Yeah, stole his car, decorated up with little lights and said, I'm going to take you to see the stars. And inside the car, it was, had like a lot of little lights in there that kind of represented the stars. And they sat in the car and they talked. And of course, they had their little, their little sexual moment, which I've seen some really funny jokes about that.
But what's crazy though is that
not any disrespectful jokes, guys. Not any disrespectful jokes.
It's crazy that Little Murda was like, whoever comes back here or catches us, I'm gonna whoop their ass.
Yeah,
but he ain't whip old boy ass. He kind of like took his thoughts to heart.
Well, he didn't come back there technically,
but he technically saw them.
Yeah, well, the threat.
I knew he was gonna see him. You could tell.
The kind of threat that came from the manager. It wasn't. I don't think it was so much of a threat. It was a threat mixed with words of concern. Like like he pretty much made it clear. I don't care what you do. Like. You know what I'm saying? If you
like that portion of
you like what you like, you're gonna do what you're gonna do, but
don't let it stop the money. But I didn't like that part of it.
Yeah, that's the part where it became threatening and
because I feel that, whoever he chooses to be, whatever character he's, like that's what he is.
But then that does kind of feed into the whole perception of rappers as a whole.
Yeah.
Just rappers as a whole. Like, are we ready as a society to accept an openly gay rapper that's out there rapping hard, doing good, dropping hits? And he's just like, yeah, I'm with who I'm with.
That goes back to the I'm gonna say masculinity and just a lot of male bullshit. Like, come on now. And I'm gonna go back there because we're talking about Mississippi, because even in this episode, or it was a previous episode, they had a Confederate flag flying. Y'all motherfuckers was fucking them. They was. The slave masters was. So cut it out. Cut it out with the masculinity. I'm just saying.
Because I mean, hip hop in general is hyper masculine. It's a hyper masculine genre of music, because that's just how it is. Because this is honest, because no one, and I with this show going in direction, of course, with season 2 in the next episode, however they decide to go with the character, I hope they definitely keep Lil Murda as a character in this show. And what I kind of would like to see them do is kind of like, well, I guess this isn't the show to do it,
but I kind of
want. But this opens up the doors for other shows maybe to show why the hypermasculinity in hip hop should be deaded by now.
I feel that that,
because would you be willing to just like accept like an openly gay rapper?
Yes, it is what it is.
Yeah, see, that's part of the times.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it is what it is.
In 2020 and beyond, it shouldn't matter.
What does them having to be gay or whatever identity they choose to be influence or impact the type of music? If the music good, the music good. Like I have nothing to do with their personal life. Like, if I like their music, I'm gonna like their music. I'm not gonna stop listening because this. Like, so what? It is what it is. You like who you like.
I mean, it's a thing that happens. I've seen it happen to a lot of rappers. They got blackballed for coming out with their orientation.
I understand. That's what I'm saying. Like, it
so that's why I like
I know it is, especially like in places such as Mississippi. But when the slave owners were the main ones,
I wouldn't even relegate it to the South. I wouldn't even relegate it to the South.
But I'm relegating it to the South because this is filmed in the South, in Mississippi, which we know is deep in slave ownership. Like, we see on this episode and in previous episodes the amount of Confederacy and amount of segregation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we see that even with Uncle Clifford telling Lil Murda in previous episodes about them not being able to go out. Yeah, so we see this, we know this, but like I'm saying, like, it is what it is. You like the music, so what? Worry about yourself. Yeah. Worry about yourself. Damn, that's a problem now. Worry about people's business. Worry about yourself. It is what it is. But I'm hoping that Lil Murda, and I hope I didn't call him P Murda just now, but I hope that Lil Murda.
You've been doing a great job.
I don't want to call him P Murda.
You've been doing a great
that's
job.
What he's not doing.
You've let the steam go in your head.
But
now,
I hope Lil Murda and Cliff, I hope that they can maintain a relationship, because I love that for Uncle Clifford. You see the vulnerability in her, You see it breaks her down.
And again, I can't give enough praise to Lil Murda's character, just how it's handled with the whole LGBT thing. Like, he's not ashamed that he's that way. He's accepting of it. That's who he is. That's who he accepts who he is. But he's also a rapper, and he also
understands that
he understands who he is. He understands what he wants to be with it, and he understands everything with it. One thing I do have a problem with this episode is that we didn't get to see his performance. I felt like it was kind of weird how they did it, because like they kind of had it like he got in his head a little bit.
Yeah, but he did.
Yeah, but then it's like you can kind of see him like, all right, kind of like brushing it off so he can go perform. I wish we would have seen the performance. Like, did he go out there and kill it? Now I gotta wait a whole week. But
trying to get over it.
Yeah.
But because that's a battle with him too, because he knows how the rap world is.
Mm-hmm. So
he's bad. This episode's pretty much showing us him battling himself.
Yeah.
As well. And then that's a lot too for a person to be battling themselves as well as the world. So it's a lot to kind of take in, a lot to just to watch from his point of view, what he has to go through when he knows what his feelings is, when he knows that I genuinely care for this person, but how will this impact my career? How will this impact the way I make money? You know, that's a lot. It is a lot. Like, I mean, that's just like that's anybody guessing on how this may do that, or whatever the case may be. So I'm just like, it's I understand why, because I wanted to see him perform. So I ain't gonna lie, I was ready, but I like the fact that they showed us him battling himself.
Yeah. So I mean that's
reality.
That's a storyline that I enjoyed in this episode, and I'm looking forward for the next episode. Another one that I'm looking forward with is Keyshawn's storyline.
Yeah.
She has with the security guard. What is the security guard's name again? I always forget it.
Peaches?
No, it's not Peaches.
I thought it was Peaches.
So something more.
I can't remember.
Peaches. Hold up. I'm going to look this up. While Samantha continues to stall for time.
Anyway, her and the security guard.
It's Diamond.
Diamond? Oh, yeah, It is Diamond. That's who Diamond was. Yeah, I know it was something sweet. So Diamond is sweet.
So, yeah, I like that relationship.
But I knew they was going to have a relationship, and I'm glad that they did, because she is in an abusive, not Diamond, because Diamond's the boy, but Mercedes. Now, I keep wanting to call her Mercedes, but Mississippi, she's in an abusive relationship. So I like the fact that she sees that somebody else wants her, because a lot of women who go through abusive relationships do not think that anybody else wants them, because that's how the abuser has them thinking. And I love the fact that they presented the fact that somebody else wants you.
And she's also
wantable.
She's also very confident outside of the abuse as well, which I like that.
No, I'm not. No, she's not confident outside.
Well, with her social media influence.
No.
She portrays that confidence.
Exactly. That's exactly the point. She's portraying it. She's not confident, because if you hear her talk to other people, she is not. And that's the fact that she's been abused and has this abusive mentality. So I like the fact that they showed somebody else caring for her, because anybody who has been in an abusive relationship knows that your abuser will tell you that nobody else is going to care about you the way that they care about you. And I'm glad that somebody presented themselves to her in a loving way, in a loving manner, because that smile of hope that she had, that was priceless. And I'm glad that they presented that.
Yeah, you know, they had their moment, their final,
and I'm
finally had their will they won't they moment.
Because he whooped his ass. I want to see him fight.
I
want to see him fight.
We had the moment where Mississippi and Diamond almost kissed, and you know, and of course it was kind of cock blocked, but you know, as to be expected. I mean, my predictions for this is Diamond's definitely gonna whip the other guy's ass. So,
he's gonna tear him up. He was he's a veteran. He's a veteran. So shout out to the veterans who are trying to maintain their lives after war and after, you know, PTSD and stuff like that. So, you know, we know it's hard because it's a mental battle, but we salute you for your efforts. But Diamond, he's, you know, taking on the part of a war veteran who was trying to maintain his life after, you know, this man saved his life. Like, how could your friend saved your life and died?
All right, get into this when we do the full series review.
That is the last episode. That is the last episode where he gave her the necklace.
He gave her a necklace?
Yes.
You're lying.
I swear.
Anyway.
Yo, what's he watching?
So
he gave her the necklace because it resembled, because the friend, he somehow incorporated his friend that died for him in battle into the necklace. And so he gave it to her. That's why they were almost about to kiss.
Oh, that's what, okay. So, after that.
But
no,
I'm glad this show touches so many different things.
It does. It touches on a lot of different things,
so many different
which we'll jump into when we do our full series review. What else happened in this episode? Yes, in terms of Keyshawn's story, it was very interesting to see the turning point with the boyfriend come to the club and not having the baby.
First of all,
to come and watch.
Clifford made everybody sign a motherfucking petition before they could get into the club.
That's so funny. He did have to sign it.
And so he had to sign.
Everyone had to sign it. Even Andre had to sign it. They kind of
I would put Daffy Duck.
I'd
put Daffy Duck.
So you just against the people from Mississippi.
But I don't know how I would feel if I was in that position working for the people who want to put the casino there. And warning, he wants to help the people who don't want a casino there, so he's stuck in between.
Oh wait, you're on Andre. I'm not on Andre yet.
Oh my gosh, I was on Andre.
No, I was talking about the Keyshawn's boyfriend that came to the club.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh. Stop calling her that. Call her Mississippi Soccer. And I cricket letter.
And with Gidget, the encounter he had with Gidget.
Like that pissed me off. And then the fact that he put the drinks on Mississippi
Mississippi's tab,
yo.
So I mean, like I said, this episode is really building up to a very.
How much bottles cost in the club? Like 300? I don't know.
I wouldn't.
Because I come with a drink in my pocket, so.
But yeah, so I mean, it's really building up to something really intense.
I can't wait. I'm so mad that this is I'm just mad that I'm mad I was not able to binge this. Like I binged the first 6.
Well, good, because then we wouldn't have anything to talk about today.
I'm mad. I binged.
Then we'd have a good night's sleep like these other commoners out there.
We binged the first 6 episodes, and I kind of watched it like 3 more times.
No, it's fine.
But anyway, we binged like the first.
At least you're well prepared for when we do this.
And I'm gonna watch this again because I was busy. I was preoccupied in the first couple.
We need
episodes.
someone to be well prepared.
Because I was preoccupied. I was preoccupied in the first couple of episodes. I had to go back and watch. But as you continue to watch and go back and watch, as I like to do, you pick up on more stuff. Like what?
Which we'll all talk about when we do the full series review. Right now, let's continue to talk about this episode. Andre, who we were just talking about very shortly. Andre goes into continuing from his entire debacle with the mayor, goes to the club to see Autumn. Who texts him to come there to see him one last time.
First of all, Andre's married.
Yes. Full disclosure.
So, like I said, this shows a lot of stuff with married men and how men are dogs.
It's very interesting. What I'm purposely just not commenting on this.
I don't care.
Someone in the comments will attack me for commenting, so I'm going to
attack you for commenting. So go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm just saying.
What you just saying?
Andre's not in the right at all.
No, he's not.
I don't agree with what Andre's
and I
doing.
hope you don't.
I don't agree with what Andre's
And I hope you don't.
He was in the strip. I don't go to strip clubs.
It don't matter if you're in a strip club.
I don't go to strip clubs.
See, this might be a whole other conversation.
Listen.
Trying to get me started in here. Go ahead.
So, one thing that Mercedes told Autumn, which I thought was very interesting, especially since Mercedes kind of went through a similar situation, is that they're not into them for the love, they're in it for the lust. And once they get the lust, then there's no love left to be had. So I guess that
you can kind of agree with though. Because you
kind of agree with this, fully agree.
Yeah, because you don't initially love somebody.
Fall in love with strippers.
Or you don't fall in love with strangers, period.
I said strippers.
No, I say strangers.
True in the morning, you don't fall in love with strippers.
You don't fall in love with strangers either because you don't know them.
I mean, if that's
you fall in lust with them.
No one would be in love.
No, that's why you get to know the person to determine whether or not you're gonna be in love with the person.
So you're just gonna shit on all those dating apps right now, huh?
Yeah,
you're shitting on them.
Yeah, because they're firstly attracted to whatever's presented to them. I'm not on a dating app, which I can sign up for if you need me to, but they are attracted first to the physical appearance of the person, which is a lust for the person, not love for the person, because you don't love somebody until you get to know somebody.
And I think
boom, that's what she was talking about.
Well, I think she was catering it to more in line with being a stripper. But I like how I like your philosophical breakdown.
That too, but that's also the case for people who are not strippers. Because you don't love somebody when you first meet them. There's an attraction to them when you first meet a person.
And of course, Mercedes also speaking because she was with someone who was married, of course, before and had that whole debacle as well. So I guess you could say it was a more layered conversation than I thought. So Autumn texts Andre. Andre comes to the club, of course, after signing the petition to get into the club.
That's funny. Sign his mother.
What was it? No John Hancock, no hard cop.
First of all, Uncle Clifford, they so country, it's crazy. I can't do it. But anyway, Uncle Clifford, he got his whole list of rules that you have to abide by before you can even enter the club. So it's just funny. Just watch it and see. You're gonna love it.
So
like I don't want to talk.
Andre gets into the club, and of course he links up with Autumn. They go into the private room, do a little dancing, and he's about to get some Autumn, but at the same time, his phone is constantly ringing. So what happens? Autumn pulls a rule. Autumn does something that, I mean, listen, I don't agree with what Autumn did. Autumn shouldn't answer that man's phone. But you don't answer the phone, Autumn. But Autumn, you wanted him to come here, and you wanted Andre's privates.
You know what I'm gonna say about that? That shows the type of person Autumn is.
I'm going to say that. I will agree with you, but
because of the fact that she was in that type of relationship before, and so if old girl didn't call, his wife didn't call, then it wouldn't have been a problem. But the fact that she kept blowing him up, which would have meant something happened, or something happened.
Yeah.
And I was just figuring that she pulled up. That's what I thought. I thought it was like, damn, she did.
Oh, well, technically she did pull up because
I thought she was at the strip club. I thought she was actually at the strip club, which would have been some shit.
That would have been crazy.
Yo, I would have loved that if she would have came to the strip club, because he did tell her didn't he tell her he had to manage business at the strip club, or did he not? I can't remember. I can't remember if he did or if he didn't. I can't remember if he did or if he didn't. If I'm wrong, correct me. But that would have been some shit.
But his wife pulled a close second by just coming into town to surprise him.
Yo, and just
he's not home, and then when he answers his phone, he says, "I'm at home." She's like, "Really?" Because I'm at the house right now. Andre, you lost. Andre, you lost. So,
bro,
Andre comes up with his story, his reason, for not being there, and then leaves, and of course says his goodbye to Autumn. I don't think that. I know something else is going to happen with that, but because obviously
when he got home, when he got back to his room, you already knew that he was not thinking about his wife.
No, which is why he, aggressively and sexually, and consensually.
And you could kind of tell that she was not used to this type of person he was. You could tell that it was just crazy. I was waiting for her to say something, but she just like caved into it.
What's interesting about that is, as soon as he was finished and said he was going to go shower, her body language and facial expression was one of something is not right. Her women intuition kicked in. The sex was a little too good or a little too powerful, I suppose. He was saying a lot of things that maybe he doesn't say normally during a sexual encounter with his woman.
Well, which we would not know because they have not shown any sexual encounters with her. No.
I'm agreeing, no.
I'm like, okay.
But, you can tell just through the entire encounter, you can tell that, and even though we haven't seen really any of Andre with his wife, physically with his wife, whether they're in the same location or having sex, you can tell that the wife
just briefly to tell everybody, the wife is in Atlanta because that's where they reside. Andre's in Mississippi because he's trying to close the deal.
So yeah, you can tell just by how the interaction went from when he first started to engage in sex with her up till when it was finished. Even though she was enjoying it and having a great time and things like that, you can tell.
Yeah, you could tell the body language.
You can tell that she knew something. Yeah. So now that all accumulates.
I was like, where you was? I went downstairs.
That all accumulates.
I told you to bring back a burger.
Culminates. That all culminates in back at the strip club with Mercedes. She's dancing with a strange gentleman. This gentleman says that he wants Autumn.
Yeah.
So she signals Autumn to come over there. Autumn comes over there, and surprise, surprise, it is Autumn's ex-husband. That she.
Damn, what was that? Surprise. Oh, Sydney, scary movie. All right, I got it.
Okay. So surprise, it's the ex-husband.
Yo, that was crazy, and I was like, yo, Autumn. And you could tell. Well, you couldn't tell because they never really showed his face on face. Like it was kind of shown from the side or whatever.
They always show like a silhouette,
but they always show him wearing nice clothes. So when they first showed him, I was like, damn, that's ex-husband. I was like, I'm not sure.
Yeah, at first he was gonna get in the strip club with a little knife that he had, but they flagged the knife off him.
I'm glad they did though.
Nah, he probably got something else.
I know, but it's not metal.
Yeah.
So we're glad about that. It's not a knife, so we cool on that. And the fact she was like, I thought I killed you.
Yeah,
because even in this episode, they show flashbacks of her life with him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's crazy.
So we are left on the cliffhanger. How's Lil Murder's performance going to turn out? How's Uncle Clifford going to feel about things in the revelations with Lil Murder?
But it kind of says something to it, and it's with Uncle Clifford leaving him with the solution because of the fact that Little Murder is the one who wanted this to be present like this. Uncle Clifford was fine with it being what it was.
Mm-hmm.
But Little Murder was one like, nah, when you do this, when you do that, whatever the case may be. And I'm kind of sad about that. I really am, because I like them together.
Yeah. So I mean, it's leading up to a high point. Tensions are high. A lot of things could happen.
And I like the fact that Mercedes picked up on her homegirl's distress and was coming. I can't wait to see that shit. What, bitch? What? Jackie Chan on her.
Yeah, so next week we have our season finale, which is it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be a good one.
I think so too.
A lot. I should
have saw how long it was. No, they didn't show how long it's gonna be yet.
No, it's probably gonna be a pretty. Well, these episodes run about like an hour.
Almost
an hour. So I mean, I think it's gonna be a pretty good.
That'll be like an hour and 1 minute.
It's gonna be a pretty good length. Yeah. So that's it. Season 1, episode 7, P Valley. I think it was a great episode. Not my particular favorite in the series thus far. But it's nice.
I can agree with that one. I can.
But
I like the way that they're gearing this episode up towards the finale.
Yeah.
This is pretty much an information episode to me.
Yeah. Well, if your penultimate episodes don't get you excited for your season finale, you've done something wrong.
Yeah, and I think that this gets you ready for the season finale.
Yeah.
Like you come on next Sunday. Like, I don't give a damn. I got to work all week, but fuck work. Let me see this episode.
So we'll definitely be back next week to talk about the season finale of P Valley, and then sometime after that, we'll be doing a full series review. I'm not even going to give a date. It will come in the future. Of course, that's going to take preparation, guys. We have to prepare, watch.
Okay. Yes, I don't watch this about 5 times.
Well, you've watched it 5 times. But we're going to prepare. We're going to make sure it's good. We're going to make sure it's right. We're going to make sure we hit all the good points about the show.
And if you have any points that you want us to hit for you, let us know. Go ahead and watch this now on Stars.
Yeah, on the Stars
and any
app.
points that you want us to address, let us know.
Yeah.
And if you have any series, any films, any movies, anything that is...
anything you want us to review, new, old,
not news, old, but I'm saying any film reviews, anything like that, just let us know.
Yeah, and as I said in my previous video as well, any Chadwick Boseman films,
please. Oh, I might cry.
That aren't Black Panther. Panther. Suggest them to us. I've seen Get On Up, but I haven't seen the other films. We might definitely take a look at one of the films for this for our upcoming review, just to just in honor of him. But other than that, subscribe to our channel to stay updated with everything. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you for the suggestions that you have given. We'll gladly take them into consideration and more than likely review them, because we're doing this for you and for us, but for you.
We are here for the people.
Yeah. We the people.
And until a check comes.
And if you have one, you can send it.
Then we're in for ourselves.
Well, anyway, thank you for subscribing, for liking, for sharing.
Thank you for tuning in.
For being supportive.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for being supportive. Remember, guys, definitely stay within the guidelines of social distancing. A lot of spikes are going back up. Definitely stay safe.
One thing that is not noted is healthier eating. Healthier eating will limit or help to reduce the occurrence of disease, which is eating natural foods, fresh foods. Frozen is better than canned. So try to do more frozen vegetables, more frozen food, fresh food if you can. We know that fresh food does not last as long. Freeze it. But just try that. Chadwick Boseman situation, his battle with cancer, us finally knowing what he was going through is very sad, and it's just sad. It's heartbreaking, and it's a lot of stuff that we don't know about how to condition our bodies, how to maintain our bodies, and eating healthier is a step. Yes, it's hard. It is extremely hard,
It's a task.
It is a task. It is expensive. But we want, and not to say that he wasn't trying to do these things, and not to say that he wasn't trying to, preserve life. But when we know better, we have to do better. And we're not glad that he has passed. We are deeply saddened at his passing, but we are glad that he is still being a role model through his passing as what to do and what not to do.
Yeah.
And even with, like I mentioned today, I did not feel like getting up to do anything. But this man is sick and he still did it. Why am I being lazy? Yes, I'm tired, but so what? This man is battling with cancer, and I can only imagine the type of distress that he was going through those times. And he still got up and did it. And we need to get up and do it. Just do it. Like Nike says, just do it. That is we just have to do it. And it is in his honor. Because every time I get up and do something outside of myself wanting to do it, I'm going to think of him. Because he just did it. And he did it until the end. And like I said, it's a sad situation. It really is.
Yeah, sad time.
Sad. And if you watch tonight, they played his, they played Black Panther on ABC. And then they also played Memorial to him, which was so sad to watch. That's why I have nothing on. It was so sad to watch. It just reminiscing and putting yourself there. Our condolences go out to his family, to his close friends, to any friends, to also fans as well, because you built a connection with this person, and we all want to get through this, and it's troubling, it's a tasking situation, and we all just gonna pray through it and push through it, and just one day at a time. And if you can't do a day, take an hour at a time. You can't take an hour, take a minute. If you can't take a minute, take a second. Just slowly get yourself through this, because it is devastating. And he was an iconic icon. And just watching his life's work makes you really realize how much of a magnificent person he really was. And just a treasure. Just a treasure. So for those who got to know him on a personal level, I can only imagine what you're going through, because you really got to know him as a person. We got to know him as what we got to know him as. And it's a loss. It's a loss, but it's also a gain, because hopefully through his death, he will continue to bring awareness and hope to everybody who comes into contact with his spirit of the characters he has left behind. So, it's sad. It's so sad, and I can go on about it. And it's sad. It really is. And I'm torn up about it, but I'm just using him as my stepping stone, and just my encouragement to do what I would normally tell myself not to do.
Yeah.
Because I can just imagine somebody going through that type of stuff in life, cancer. We know that radiation and chemo treatments and stuff, that they weaken you. It's a lot. And so for him to go through that and still be encouragement to others is very honorable. It's very noble. It's it's so much. And just for me to make excuses, or for anybody to make excuses just from whatever, it's crazy. So, reevaluate your life. I'm reevaluating mine for real. For real. Because there's no such thing as an excuse. There's no such thing. But I can go on about this. But remember, eat healthier. Try to eat some green leafy vegetables to help, clean you out a little bit. And just try to maintain your health. Drink water, half your body weight. If you 200 pounds, that's 100 ounces a day, baby. Sorry. Sorry. Try to drink more water, green leafy vegetables. Stay away from carbs, so they turn to sugars. Eat more protein. Protein builds muscle. So yeah, just try to be. I'm sorry, but yeah. And remember to, go to the doctor. Let them know of your concerns, any issues. Just be aware of your body. Start listening to yourself, because yourself is telling you. Start listening. and, you know, get the screenings, whatever. If you don't know something that the doctor is talking about, ask them, because they will talk in their doctor technical terms. If you don't understand the word, ask them. So what? Ask. It don't hurt to ask. If you don't know, so what? Ask. That's what you paying them for. But yeah, well, I'm not gonna cry again. Oh my gosh! But thanks for tuning in. If you have any comments, let us know. If any suggestions, let us know. Just anything, let us know. Tune in Tuesday for a film review. If you have any suggestions.
I'm trying to think of how to end this on a more lighter note right now.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah,
it is what it is. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. Like, we'll
and,
surprise. Like, be faithful to your friends. Be faithful to your family.
Because I think
be true to yourself.
I think what you said was very important. So, you know, if you guys haven't stuck around to this point, I definitely will find a way to separate everything that she said so that you guys can watch it individually. A lot of great information she just gave there. And I fully agree with it.
And remember, medication is not the answer. Try your best not to get on medication because you think that you get on it, oh, it's going to help me. No, change your lifestyle. That's going to help you. Mm-hmm. Like, a lot of people don't get that. Like, change, like, some things may be hereditary, but do your best to try to avoid it, you know, which is changing your lifestyle. It's hard, but you can flavor up some zucchini cheese bread, okay? Which I should have brought me some of, because that's good. Look it up, zucchini cheese bread. It is good. It tastes just like pizza, but without the carbs. It's a vegetable, so therefore it's healthy for you. Cheese is a protein. Remember that. And eggs are in it, so eggs is a protein, and zucchini is a vegetable, however you say it. So yeah, look up some healthy stuff, you know, try to get us right. So, you know, let what happened be, you know, a turning point for us. That's what this stuff is meant to be, you know, a wake-up call. Yeah. And we are deeply, deeply, deeply saddened at the death of, you know, Chadwick Boseman, you know, and it's a sad occasion, but let his death be a learning lesson. Not to say, like I said, I'm not giving any discredit for what he went through, but, you know, if we're not doing right, let us do right. And I think that if he would have made it through his battle, that he would have been an advocate of a lot of things, which he already was. Yeah. But he would have been an advocate, especially of, you know, doing right, you know, which, like I said, which he already was. But I just feel like he would have brought a deeper impact to a lot of stuff that I don't even know about, that we don't even know about, but he knew about. And just seeking and learning about different things is just wonderful. But I can go on because, you know, I can go on, but I'm not going to go on. But thanks for tuning in. And I'm sorry about my rant, but it's really a sad occasion for me.
It's what the people need to hear. Like I said,
it's a sad occasion for me. Like I cried. Like I can't believe it.
Yeah, it's definitely something I want to isolate so that the people can definitely hear it. We're all for the people. So
yeah, like I said, just.
But definitely tune in. Keep with us. Stay with us. Come back for more. We'll be back on Tuesday with a film review. This one might be something goofy.
I don't know.
I might get my way for the last time for like another 3 months. Or maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Please.
But yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in. Definitely take care of yourself. Continue social distance.
Please wear your mask. Please
wear your mask if you're getting back into going
anywhere. Just wear the damn mask. Just wear it.
Follow the guidelines. Let's not get these establishments shut back down. Let's stop beating up 17-year-olds in amusement parks because you don't want to wear your mask. Because if we keep doing that, we're not going to have
people anything. In general. Just wear the damn mask. It's to help control the damn virus and get over it. Damn, I don't like wearing them either. But we gotta wear them.
The mask, unfortunately,
it's hot under that thing. I understand, Yo, I was sweating up under the mask. Nothing else sweating but under the mask. But you have to wear them, please.
Yeah, and I do want to I definitely want to say my condolences to the family of the young teen who got beat up. Yeah.
Like I said, it's
at Sesame Place.
Yeah.
Yeah. My condolences to that family, and for the sick fucks who decided that was cool. I hope you guys rock. You guys are too old to be beating up a 17-year-old. That's fucking ridiculous. So with that said, we've extended our stay for good reason. So definitely come back on Tuesday and subscribe. We'll have a film ready. And
thanks for tuning in.
Peace out, guys. Peace.